Hey everyone, it's Deanna Corby with Deanna Corby Dressage. Thanks so much for joining me today for another video. Today we're going to be evaluating a sales video for a student of mine. The student is a training level rider seeking a confidence building, uncomplicated horse on the East Coast, so that she can keep at her house, but also take periodic lessons with. And I do this kind of thing, provide unbiased video evaluations of horses for sale or just anyone interested in learning more about what they see in a video of a horse going. I've been doing this for years, and it's something that I really enjoy. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, I'll be sure and leave my email in the description section below, and you can send me your video. So why don't we just go ahead and jump right in to this ad. Okay, so it looks like we have a very lovely Oldenburg gelding, and he's schooling third level. He is a 2009 16.3 hand, so a little bit on the tall side for my rider. So that's my first little drawback for this horse. But personally, I feel pretty flexible about height, just as long as you as the rider feel pretty good about what you have underneath of you. I'm not so strict on height that the horse has to be 16.1 and not a single inch higher. I think that's kind of silly. So reading through the ad, it looks like, so the first thing I'm noticing is that the horse is schooling third level, and the horse is priced at $18,500. So I am thinking, that's a little bit on the inexpensive side for a horse that is schooling this level and has show experience and high point awards, and it's not spooky. And everything's checking off, except the price seems a little low. So I'm wondering why. It could be just his owners are in a pinch and nothing's wrong with the horse whatsoever, or he could be a little quirky. I'm not really sure, but we shall find out. The thing you have to know about when you see sales ads is that, no horse is perfect. I mean, you're just silly if you think that you're going to find a perfect horse. No money you can ever spend will buy you an absolutely perfect horse. But you have to find a horse that matches you and what you are able to provide for the horse. And, it has to be a good match. But you're not going to find a unicorn. I'm sorry. There's no perfect horse in the world. But anyway, when you're looking at sales ads, you kind of have to find out how you can read between the lines of what you're reading and what you're seeing in the video. It takes time and experience to be able to do this. And having someone else, unbiased person, look at your video that does have that experience is time and money well spent. So something that I would highly recommend you do if you are in search of a horse to buy. Sending your video to a trainer. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on into the video. The first thing that I do when I see a video is I turn off the sound. I don't want to be swayed by any music. Not that I don't like music, it's just I don't want to be distracted. All right, so first thing that bothers me is even though the light's really nice because where the horse is being ridden outside, the video person is standing on just one end of the arena. So it's going to make it hard to see about half of the work. Like for instance, right now I can't see anything. The video person zooms a little bit, but the horse is still kind of far away to be able to see any details. All right, so we're seeing some shoulder in to the right. It looks mostly steady. You know what? I think I see some contact issues, actually. I see the horse's tongue coming out sometimes to the right. This horse could just have kind of a busy mouth, or he could have, who knows, problems with his teeth, contact issues in the past. Yeah, so I'm seeing a red flag and possibly why this horse is priced the way he is. And while I'm talking about this, let me go ahead and provide a disclaimer. Even if I feel like a horse that we're watching today is not suitable for what my student or whoever is looking for to purchase, doesn't mean that this horse would not be a dream horse for someone else. So, like I said, no horse is perfect. You're fooling yourself if you think that. And there is a lid for every pot. So we're seeing some more collected work, some more lateral work. Again, when the horse gets on the far end of the arena, I can't really see any details. I just kind of see this beautiful, shiny, tall, dark horse, which is great, but, you know, again, can't see any details. Seeing a little bit more shoulder in work. The horses and rider, we're doing sitting trot here, so I'm assuming, and it looks like this horse is able to carry a rider that is able to ask for collection and engagement. Video looks a little bit blurry. It's not helpful. So now we're seeing a diagonal. The horse looks powerful and looks like he has the some thrust having developed in his hind end. Seeing the tongue come out, kind of just licking his lips kind of thing. So I don't know how, you know, bad this or serious this contact issue is and this relationship that the horse seems to have with the bit. But it's something to consider. The thing to know or to keep in mind when a horse learns how to stick out his tongue to avoid or evade accepting contact is that is very, very difficult, if not impossible, to correct. And when you're competing in a dressage show, we as judges are required to take that into consideration, seeing the tongue come out to possibly evade contact or discomfort. We're required to take that into consideration, and whenever we see the tongue come out, we have to deduct 1 point every time we see the tongue come out of every movement. So if you're getting serious into showing with this horse, that would be something to consider. But not everyone wants to show. So, you know, this horse could be great for someone still, totally. It looks like he knows a lot of lateral work, which is really fun to learn on. And if this horse is sound and sane, then this horse could, you know, have a lot going for him. So I see the horse going across the diagonal, but he's just a dot on the screen. I can't tell really what happened, if he did a flying change or if he just kind of did a trot transition at K. It got kind of dusty, and I'd have to see the playback in that. The ad does say that the horse is schooling flying changes, which is really neat, especially if you can get a horse that is an affordable price. Schooling flying changes or having confirmed flying changes, there's a lot to be said about a horse that just has some quirks but knows a lot of movements and is sane and healthy otherwise. That horse could be wonderful to have. Oh, what are we doing? I see nothing. Oh, there's a horse. Okay. A little video problem. The horse is just staying mostly, it feels like, on the other end of the arena. I can't really see very much. So we see some, maybe, I feel a little drunk. Oh, where's the horse? He's gone. Oh, he's back. Oh, okay. All right, so we're doing left lead across the diagonal. The video is really shaky, still in left lead. And now he's just a mere dot. I can't tell what's happening. Okay, we're in the trot. I don't know. I don't know if the horse did a flying change or what. I don't think he did, but it does look like probably this horse is capable. And I believe the trainer, who looks very skilled, I believe the trainer when he says he's schooling flying changes. So it looks like here, it's very hard to see. It's driving me crazy. You know, something else to mention while I'm talking about this is if you make a video, which this video really isn't, this sales video really isn't that bad. It's pretty darn good. It could be a lot better. But when you make a video of a horse for sale, you want to make things as easy as possible for the seller. So with me, I'm having some trouble seeing a lot of details. Oh, it's over. Okay. What I was trying to say is as a buyer, I'm having trouble seeing a lot of the details. And when you're trying to sell something, a product, a horse, a service, you want to remove all barriers between the thing you're trying to sell and the buyer. So I'm in this video, there are some barriers, meaning like I said, he's just a little bit too far away to see the details of the ride. And so, whenever you make it harder for your buyer, they tend to lose interest. And there's so many horses out there for sale. And for me and my student, I'm seeing a couple of drawbacks where if there were another horse with a great video where I could see all the details, I might, as the buyer, be more inclined to want to go in that direction and forget about this other horse where it was, harder to see the details. So it's something to keep into consideration as a seller. Want to remove all barriers between your thing you're trying to sell and the buyer. So all in all, I'd like more information about this horse and about my student's goals, if she intends to show, and if so, it might be a bit of a drawback if we have the tongue coming out and some contact issues. And again, I am a little bit worried that this horse might be too big and maybe even too big of a mover, especially since my student is only at training level right now. So a couple of little factors that I'm considering. Also the location. I do like the price. It's in my student's budget, but like I said, the other stuff, something to consider. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was educational and you were able to develop your eye as both a buyer and maybe a seller. Let me know if you guys like this video. Be sure and click the thumbs up. Be sure and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.